The Isekai Dilemma. Now you're probably asking, what is the Isekai Dilemma? Some of you may even already know the answer, but to answer that it's pretty simple. Within the anime community, out of all the anime genres, Isekai is looked down upon the most. And that's due to the quality of the anime it's been producing in modern days. Some people believe it's good, some people believe it's bad, some people believe it should stop existing altogether, and others believe they should keep continuing to make more. This dilemma is what creates what I like to call the Isekai Dilemma. So, what are my thoughts on the Isekai genre? Without any further ado, let's just jump right in. Isekai anime, an extremely popular genre in modern days. A genre that appeals to those of us who always fantasized about living life in another world, with dragons, witches, and even monsters. Anime like Digimon Adventure, Familiar of Zero, and Sword Art Online. These anime all played a pivotal part in my early consumption of the genre. As a kid, I had always dreamt of living life in another world, and loved the whole concept. It was truly a dream come true. But now, it's simply become a nightmare. Throughout the last decade or so, there's been a plethora of isekai anime coming out. Some leaving a massive impact like SAO, and others that were simply just really good like Re:Zero or Konosuba. And if we want to go back even further, we can look at some of my favorite back in the day. Devil's a Part-Timer, that even recently got announced for a second season. Back when the genre wasn't so oversaturated, I could actually sit back and genuinely enjoy an isekai without some kind of preconceived notion already in my head. But as the years go on, the garbage pile begins to stack up. And every year, we get a new handful of isekai anime, along with an even longer title each time. You don't believe me? Let's take a look at some of the titles from last year. Best Isekai Anime of 2021. Already, banished from the hero's party and decide to live a quiet life in the countryside. Already found one. Reincarnated into Demon King Ivalgo's world. Now this isn't the longest title, but are we really doing another Demon King anime? Come on guys, please enough. There we go. Number 3. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated as an aristocrat. Now, I don't know much about this, so I'm not gonna hate on it, but these titles just keep getting longer. And the list goes on. But either way, you understand the point. And even titles aside, a lot of the newer isekai simply just tend to be poorly written altogether. Some I can name at the top of my head are the Isekai Cheat Magician, Master of Ragnarok, and the Mom Isekai, because y'all know I'm not reading that title. And out of the 3 of these, Isekai Cheat Magician is easily the worst. The plot was so basic and had absolutely zero unique twists that it made me want to smash my head in as I was watching. Isekai Cheat Magician is a perfect example of the modern isekai genre. I'm constantly seeing the same or similar plot lines being repeated again and again in every new series that comes out. It almost feels like the authors are hastily writing up basic medieval fantasies for a quick money grab. And they not only recycle plot, but even character designs have begun to be reused. Like, explain to me why Kirito appears in like 10 different isekai. These extremely lazy written stories are a detriment to the entire genre and drag down the good anime within it. It's to the point where people will disregard an isekai simply because it's another isekai, and garbage like Mom Isekai, Cheat Magician, all the Demon Lord anime that continue to keep coming out is the reason why. And then there's the question of why are isekai constantly being made if the common consensus is that they are garbage, or rather, modern isekai tend to be garbage. Well, the answer to this is pretty simple. It's because people enjoy garbage. And this is actually something I can understand. Hear me out. What's the fun in always watching something knowing you're gonna like it, or watching something and feeling like you didn't waste hours of your life? There's no fun in that. For example, when I'm watching a movie with a friend, we don't look for the most critically acclaimed films. Nah, we look for the ones with the worst reviews, because in doing so, we know there's gonna be a lot of fun discussion about how stupid the film was, and the same applies for anime. You can only find the stupid and wacky things in the most garbage of anime, and it's even great when the anime doesn't even take itself seriously, like most modern isekai. A great example of this is an isekai anime called Full Dive. Now I'm not sure how many of you guys seen this anime, but this anime is objectively mediocre at best, but was still one of my most enjoyable watches. The anime never took itself seriously, which is why I was able to enjoy it in a way in which I believe it was intended to be enjoyed. Now, I could be wrong here, but I believe these garbage isekai I speak of are actually intended to be garbage, which is why people eat it up. And it's because of these bad anime that I'm even able to make a video like this. So for that reason, I'm actually kinda grateful for the garbage we have in the isekai genre, because you can't define good without bad, right? But that being said, there does have to be a point where they try something new. This genre is desperately in need of more variety. A change from the typical medieval fantasy setting would be a great start, and the recycled character designs and tropes are getting old even if I was in it for a good laugh. But would I say the isekai genre is inherently bad, or that new anime should stop being made for this genre? Absolutely not. There will never be a time when I don't want to sit back and witness what life in another world could be like. I believe this is an amazing genre that just needs some more creativity. I mean, hey, even if you're gonna make trash, at least make a different variety of it. Because though I do enjoy myself some garbage anime here and there, it does get old when even the trash becomes repetitive. So, to the isekai authors who are totally watching this video, stop copy pasting and start creating.